Fellas, last takeaway of the week. Let's talk about our Saints here. We're coming off a fucking brutal loss to the Houston fucking shit organization Texans, 20-17. What are our thoughts? How are we moving forward? What do we need to do to fix this shit?
A lot.
I think we gotta look at the coaching staff here. I mean, what the fuck are we doing, dog? No, seriously. Let's sit here real quick. Let's all think about it real quick. What the fuck are we doing?
Hey, I tell you what you don't do if you're a Saints fan. Do not dig into this shit because it just keeps getting worse.
Yeah.
The more shit, if you go lurking on Twitter, if you want to type dude, your day is gonna get exponentially worse as the longer you stay digging into this shit. Like, dude, I'm gonna
First-hand
bury myself by
experience.
tomorrow.
You would
if I
dig
keep
into it if
digging
y'all are
into
wondering. Yeah.
Dude,
Obviously.
Also, if you see a
It's
video,
been such a bad week. It's been
if you
such a
see
bad
a
week.
video surface of Carmichael talking, like they're interviewing him, asking him like, "What's wrong?" Don't fucking click on it. You're gonna lose brain cells. Pete Carmichael is the Joe Biden of fucking offensive coordinators, straight up. Dude don't know what the fuck he's doing, bro.
No disrespect to Biden by that either. No disrespect to Biden.
Yeah,
So-
if the shoe fits, you know what I mean.
So
But
last
like,
week, I think we discussed whenever we beat the Patriots, we beat the fucking shit out of them, and some of us were on the train that we were sticking to our guns and we was working, and we needed to do that moving forward. And then some of us were saying that we didn't really want to take too much away from that game because the Patriots are shit right now. So it looks like that.
Okay.
Yeah,
me
let's see
see.
what you have to say, man. It was
Yeah. So before we go on this, it's the coaches are the worst thing since I don't even know what. Let's pump the brakes. for a
Sliced
second.
bread. Let's start there. Sliced bread.
Well, it's usually the greatest things in sliced bread, but we'll go with the worst things since sliced bread. So before we say it's the
I
worst,
only eat bread in full loaves.
yeah, before we say it's the worst thing since sliced bread, let's acknowledge the fact that we did have the most offense thus far. So pat yourself on the back.
most
Shout out,
offenses in like yards or
yeah. Shout
Okay.
out Pete Carmichael, yada yada yada. The bad side of this story is that we couldn't score points if our life depended on it. And but I want to acknowledge the fact that while I will say that the kicks were a little far, we still had an opportunity to win the game. So
Yeah, Blake Groupie needs to get out of the fucking league.
I'm not saying he's to get out the league.
He
but
shouldn't be signed to an NFL roster.
But I
he was
mean-
special teams player of the week last week in the NFC.
Yeah,
Just throwing
Well,
it out
talk
there.
about a roller
Short
coaster.
week.
Yeah, talk
Short
about a
week.
roller coaster. So I just want to acknowledge that we still, as bad as everyone wants to say it was, we still had an opportunity to win the game. Also, for all those wondering about the 4 deep shots to the end zone, you can go ahead and try to blame it on coaching all you want, but those were not the plays that were called by Pete Carmichael. Actually, so what happened was, if you look, because I've rewatched them a million times, we've broken them down. The Texans were blitzing. It was like all out blitzes. They were blitzing every play, and so Carr noticed it and he checked to a different play each time based off of what they were giving him, and that's why we were taking those shots. And actually, if you watch the play, I mean, it is what it is. But if you watch the play, Carr checks whenever we missed the shot to the end zone to Shaheed. He checked that play, and Shaheed has the dude beat, but he ran to the wrong spot. And the reason I know that is because Shaheed specifically admitted after the game that it was his fault. And that's why you see Carr so upset, because they had him beat in the end zone. Shaheed didn't end up where he was supposed to, and the throw was off. So we had opportunities right there. And then I know that Cade had problems with the play where we, on 4th down, we decided to dump it off to Kamara instead of hitting Mike T. The play design.
Oh, you mean whenever it was 4th and 4 and we threw it backwards?
So yes. So
that's the one. Oh, okay.
So Pete Carroll.
The game was on the line.
Pete Carroll. I keep saying Pete Carroll. Pete Carmichael. The play design was to go to Mike T on the outside. They were running zone, and Carr broke it down after the game. He said they were running zone. He knew in that moment he couldn't throw a pick. Whatever he did, he couldn't throw a pick. He'd rather Give his guy a
What you
chance.
mean? A
Couldn't throw
pick
an
would have been better.
incompletion.
I'm
couldn't-
telling
Pick would have been
Dude,
better.
A
I'm
lot
just
of
telling
shit he
you
couldn't
what,
have done.
I'm just telling you what he said. He said, I knew I couldn't throw a pick. So
No
I'd rather
shit.
give my guy a
Yeah.
chance on the
Alright.
outside Kamara in empty space because he said that this is what they did against the Patriots and it worked.
Dude,
So that's
what
So-
if
so they went-
what could have been, dude? I don't want to hear all of this bullshit. We fucking suck, dude. Those 2 drives, okay, you
Wait.
could throw those out of the
Wait, stop. I'd never said we didn't suck.
No,
I
that's
was
what I'm saying.
acknowledging-
Like,
I was acknowledging that this game more than anything came down to piss poor execution. It wasn't all play calling like people are trying to make it out to
but
be.
dude, yeah, no, it's everything. Like, so our last 4, so you just had 2 separate drives right there, the game in the drive and the one right before
The
that.
two most critical.
The 2 before those 2, we got inside the 30, and guess what? Out of those 4 drives, we came away at 3 points. I mean, it's just it's an awful combination of not being able to execute and the play calling sucking.
Yeah,
Correct.
So they
I think that our
definitely
play calling-
struggled in the red zone, but not only that, they went 6 of 15 on third down. To
Mhm.
me, that's a reflection of bad play calling. If you can't convert on third down, that means your scheme is bad. You're doing something wrong. You should have these plays dialed up before the game. It's third and short. This is what we're running. Third and medium. Third and long. All this should be scripted out and thought out. I feel like 6 and 15 on third down and struggling in the red zone. Both of those things are unacceptable.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I'm
not to
saying?
mention if you look at the grades that our O linemen got, it's actually horrific, like horrific. I forget it wasn't Penning. I went back and looked. I forget who it was. One of our O linemen on I don't remember if it was pass block or run block. I think it was pass block. It was pass block. He lost 4 of every 5 reps. 4 of every 5 reps he lost. So if there's any like blinking sign that says "Holy shit, the Saints suck," yeah, there's a lot of those. But our O line is actually horrific, like the worst O line probably in the league. Like
Yeah.
we are that bad, dude. We are literally that bad.
So this year we're averaging 18.2 points per game, which puts us as the number 24 scoring offense in the league. So bottom of the barrel offense, number 24 in scoring at 18.2 points per game. On the flip side, we're giving up 16 points per game, and we're the number 6th ranked defense in terms of points per game given up. So our defense is playing lights out. Our offense is struggling. All this being said, I think the Saints are still in Super Bowl contention. Definitely still backing my guys no matter what. They're playing defense at an elite level. If that offense could take just a half a step forward, I think the NFC is weak enough that they can run through some of these teams. Let's make the playoffs. Let's see what happens. Give me the Saints by 1 million.
Okay. I was want to interject here. So, what do we need to do? Keep it concise because we're kind of running late on time here. But what can we do moving forward, to help our offense improve? What do we need to do?
I think we get fucking Pete the hell out of here. I think I'd start there.
I think
probably.
we need to start with taking more like short shots instead of deep shots because I don't know if our O line can hold up. Like
I don't know if I can do conservative one more fucking week. Actually,
It's not even
I don't know if I
conservative.
can handle
I
conservative.
don't feel like we've played that conservative.
Like we play like a bunch of fucking
Yeah,
pussies
dude.
on
I
offense.
mean, I don't know. I couldn't disagree more. I mean, it's like, dude, we throw the ball backwards on half of our fucking plays. If you look at Derek Carr's his pass chart that they've been posting on NFL Next Gen, dude, like 75% of his passes are 5 yards or less. He has a couple here and there, deep shot here and there, whatever. But like we're we're not an aggressive offense, man. Like we're first of all, and this I feel like we could all agree on this. We're struggling to run the fucking ball, so we can't take shots. I mean, it is what it is. Like we're not on all 4 cylinders. We're not even on 3. We're fucking putting along. We need engine work. We need to go to the mechanic. They got to fix all kind of shit. We blowing white smoke. Like, dude, we need a checkup. We got to pay extra for shit that we didn't know was broken to get fixed. And like, that's where we're at, man. Like, and I think you start with Pete Carmichael, and he's the driver who's driving us through the fucking mud and breaking all this shit. Like, that's where we're at right here.
Dude, fuck Pete Carmichael for real, dude. Holy
I
shit.
want to blame Derek Carr. I really do, but I'm not gonna do it yet because I know it's Pete's fault. But once Pete's gone, we have another story on our hands.
Okay.
I mean, you got two guys in there though that are playing a huge role in the offense, and they're having too many miscues, mistakes. I know you look at the game and you're like, oh, we shouldn't have to win by these couple plays, but it's the National Football League. Everything comes down to the wire. You have to be able to take advantage of those opportunities that you get. And if you look at it, whenever somebody's running the wrong route, I don't know if you know, but on that last drive that we broke down, also, whenever they blitzed, Carr checked to a different play, and Olave's on the side throwing his hands up. Two things. Yes, they need to do a better job of making sure he has the play, but post game they acknowledged that he didn't know what was going on. Like it's not like they didn't tell him, like he just didn't know. So we got to get these young guys on the same page. If they're going to play this big of a role, which they have to. They have to play this big of a role. They have to get on the same page because it's these little opportunities that seem like, oh man, you wish you didn't have to win by making all of these little plays, but like sometimes it's just like that. So I don't know. We got to get them on the same page like ASAP. And I don't know.
Well, Thursday night football, Jacksonville. It's looking like Trevor Lawrence is going to play. This is going to be a tough game for us. I'd love to come away with a win, but we have a long break after that. You know, we have Friday. Look, I don't know what they're going to be telling these dudes to do Friday through Sunday, but they better not be taking no fucking vacations. That's all I'm saying. If I see a fucking Instagram story of some dude outside of the fucking practice facility, I'm gonna lose my shit. Like I don't know what else to say. Like we got
Not
work to
outside
do.
the country,
Fuck
outside the
no.
practice
No.
facility, bro.
Like,
They better be in that motherfucker. Like,
dude, like Sap said, dude, we could be 4-2 right now. We could be fucking 5-1. It's ridiculous how bad we are, and we're still almost in every fucking game.
Bro,
So,
no,
like
like
Jacques said earlier, if we could get even half a step better on offense, that's the right way to go. So, fingers crossed.
like straight up, there's not many defenses I've taken over the Saints. So like, if our offense can just be like average, I think like with how weak the NFC is in general, I feel like we have a shot. I feel like there's not that many heavy hitters in the NFC,
Yep.
especially in our division. I mean, what the fuck are we kidding? Like, I can't believe we just lost to Houston last week, dude. That's oh my god.
the only team we flat out lost to was the Bucks. We couldn't.
We should have smashed Green Bay. Like,
No, but I'm saying that one we also missed a field goal. Like, I'm not saying that's
Yeah.
what cost us the game, but kind of cost us the game. And then we can't make a field goal in this past game, cost us the
Yeah.
game.
I'm looking at the box scores right now, and the only loss that we have that's over 10 points right here is the Bucks. We have the Texans we lost to by a touchdown, and then the rest of the losses we have are 1 point losses. So,
Lost by a touchdown, and we missed 2 field goals. And if you make those 2 field goals, you only have to kick a field goal to win.
dude, we had over 400 yards of offense last week. We scored 13 points.
That's what I'm saying. We're moving the
That's-
ball
Yeah,
this
but
past week.
all right,
we gotta
we're
score,
not going to
man.
go there. We're not going to go there.
No,
I
no,
mean,
no,
it
no,
doesn't.
no, no.
You can move the ball all you want, but if you can't get it in the end zone, it don't
Yeah.
fucking matter. Like
End of the
That's
day,
not my-
they
that's
had
not
a
the point
great.
I'm
End of the
arguing.
day, they had a great game on paper. If you watch the game, it had a totally different feel. They couldn't make it happen when it counted near the goal line. It's still the Saints. We're still rocking with them. See y'all next time.
Peace out.